He flipped way ahead, and did this one get a tip along the way? They're going to say it did by one of the Red Wings. Into the wall hard. There is Dahl and Oxelgren as the Bruins, and they're still battling way here. Oxelgren getting into it. I didn't see the number of the Bruins, but we've got ourselves a Donnybrook. It's Mitch Koner getting into it with Oxelgren here, and both guys got their helmets up. Oxelgren gets the takedown, a couple rights in along the way to say, hey, how you doing?
Maxi's got it. It's up ahead. He takes a little bit of a hip to knee there from Jake Gusevich. Now we got a fight. Colin Jennings and Jake Gusevich just inside of the zone. Jennings over the top with a couple. Here's Gusevich. Couple over the top. Is he? A big left there from Colin Jennings. They go toe-to-toe inside of the Stampeder zone. Finally, the linesmen will break up. So stepping in was Colin Jennings after...
Down, watched nicely there by Xavier Roy. Roy's going to win the battle, and now center it out front. How about that pass by Roy? Unable to find that far side post, and the Broncos want a call on that one, but nothing happened.
Here we got something.
And now the fight is Liam Bell and Damon Byers. Those two going after it, and Byers took exception of the hit on Xavier Roy, the newcomer, and not much of a scrum, but
he's just sending a message that you can't have to be doing stuff.
Now carried back out to get after it. What a hit there as Chase Lacombe knocks down Ripplinger, and they're going to take exception. Now Lacombe into avoids a fight. Lacombe trying to grab the jersey, dips a couple punches. Lacombe giving him back in towards. Good answer coming, and it's John Vanden Elzen. Lacombe now gets him down, pushes a couple shoves and a couple right hands. And there's one more to boot with 0.9 seconds left. As Cater will drop. Here's Barloggy. Noah Barloggy now up ice, and we're going to get a fight as Newens has dropped the gloves, and those two will quickly get tied down to the ice. Not sure who it was. Was it Huffy? Lost his jersey, did the player. LaRue, cross ice, trying to get it to Curtis, broken up nicely, and look out there as Coyle takes a little bit of a stumble. In comes McLaren Paulson, and he's going to drop the gloves. It's McLaren Paulson and Ben Tkachuk. Couple rights thrown by Paulson. Ben Tkachuk, the 20-year-old veteran, now has the jersey, and McLaren Paulson will head down to the ice as that jersey was about to be pulled over the head, and spirited tilt for both sides. Near side. This one will spill on top of the net. I just got a message there from Notre Dame Hounds broadcasters. Now we're getting more pushing and shoving. We have everyone going at it. Stromey's got a man. Stromey trying to get the gloves off of the defenseman. I think it's Thornton. You also have Jaden Jessamine taking two players. Now Stromey with a couple punches. Fourth fight, Stromey with some lefts is having the better of this affair. Has the jersey over the head, linesman letting it go, and now they will finally jump in. Stromey trying to get a couple, but he's just a strong customer's Landon Stromey.
His man was Dalton Mays. And now we got a fight. Dalton Mays and Jaden Harris going at it in the Italian. In front of the crease, couple over the top there from Harris. There's Mays with a couple over the top as well. And now the jersey goes over Jaden Harris. We go tumbling to the ice.
And so Mason lines up for the draw. Up against Barrel. That's another $20 for Kids Sport presented by our local Sask Energy Network members. And Mason and Barrow are going to drop the gloves. Here we go. Mason and Barrow. Oh, they're chucking knuckles. Both guys getting their rights in. Mason lands a couple of hard shots. He knocks Barrow's helmet off. They're still going. Huge shots being landed. Mason lands the last few. What a tilt to finish this one off.
Curtis has it, knocks it out. Olsen has it. He gets hit. LaRue not happy with that one. Maxwell will go after him now. They call an original penalty on that boarding play. Everyone, and we got a fight here. Miles against, looks like Maxwell. They're going toe to toe. Miles missed a few there. Hitting some overhand in the back of the head there. Maxwell's kind of getting it. Miles still has his helmet on. Maxwell, he's about to go down there, still giving it to each other. Fisticuffs flying, and he'll take down Maxwell.
Here we go. Kasperi, one of the heavyweights of the SJHL. Thiessen's a big boy too, and Kasperi feeding him rights over and over again. Falls over Thiessen, just turtling, and Kasperi had him in a little shoulder tuck there, and Thiessen could hardly move, kind of turtled, and that was...
Here we have a fight. Down back in the Nipawin zone, they've dropped the mitts. That's Micah Johnson for the Estevan Bruins. He's tangled up there with Brady Grasdahl. Johnson and Grasdahl. Or sorry, that's Nesto. Nesto for Nipawin. Trying to get some shots in there. Johnson has the jersey over his head. He gets it free, gets a shot in there. And they go to the ice.
Puck sitting right on the red stripe at center ice as they battle right in front of the two benches. It does poke free. Karanchuk, he'll lift it back in Clipper territory. Smith there to get it. He had Galenchin racing after him, just got it by. Galenchin eventually gets to it. Trying to slide that pass through that time to Bridger. We got a fight going on here. Matt Egan getting into it here. And I think it might be Barden Elson. I didn't get a look at the number, but I didn't see what happened there. But Matt Egan. And wide in front. Only one there is Quinn Miles, and he gets down, take it hard. That's going to be a penalty coming up for sure. Now Danton Cox dropping the gloves. It'll be his first ever SJHL fight. Kobe Delaney, a big customer. Danton Cox trying to tie up. Those two now still up. Delaney a couple of rights. Cox entering back with a couple of rights. Now some uppercuts. Cox trying to protect himself. Delaney's getting the better of him in this one, but how about the young 2005 birth year standing up for his teammates? And you know his bench is going to like that one.
To the side with Miley, the defenseman. And oh, now we got a fisticuffs brouhaha, and what a shot there. with the right hand by Florence. To take his head off there, and now a shot and a goal. And it's going to be the Terriers who do get one. And now we got a fight here as Herman jumped in to go after Steele, and Steele is throwing haymakers with that right hand. And boy, oh boy, Herman, good on him for standing up for his teammate, but Steele is feeding him right hands. Now he goes to the left. Herman with a couple late to answer.
Boston Maxwell, and now we've got a fight behind the play. Liam Lucas is throwing punches with Aiden Wildeman, and Lucas each land a couple of good punches there. That was a good scrap late in the game.
As DeWitt knocks down his man. And now look out as the big hit by DeWitt out front. A good play by Morton as it was a 2-on-1 down low. He knocks it away as things are getting running around now as Pasochi's going to go off. And now here we go. Here we go now with the 4-1 lead. You didn't see this coming. Pushing inside the side of that. Pasochi's going to go off. And everybody joins the run. There's the play. And all this happened because they didn't call a checking from behind in front of the bench. And now we got a fight just behind the net. That's Nelson. And that's behind. And who's that? Liam Bell, I think. No, it's Pasochi's, okay? That's Pasochi. Good job. Fight.
Driving the front shot, hit him. And bounces into the corner. Oh, Shields gets manhandled in front, and now he's going to drop the gloves here with Stewart. And they're chucking bombs here. And it's Shields giving it, and Stewart receiving it here, and Stewart now giving some back. My goodness, this is an all-timer here. They're chucking the knuckles like a pair of rock'em sock'em robots, and I'll tell you what.
There for Abrick, shot, rebound came out, but a defensive play there by the Mills to send it out, and we might have 2 penalties here for roughing right now as Maxi was tying things up. Now there's a lot of penalties. There's Drubs. Ooh, Delaney just had Delaney. There's a fight here between these two. Delaney wasn't going to go.
Here we go.
Punches being thrown here. Delaney, he's tied up here with number 29 for the Mills. He definitely didn't want to go, but he had to after taking a few punches to the face there. And the officials should really be stepping in as Delaney's hauled his man to the ice. And we've got more going over here. So, for the Mills, and we have penalty trouble here again as Graham and Ball are tied up. And Graham wanting to fight, but the officials doing the right thing here, stopping this one. So comes out. Melville, another fight right here as we've got
Abrick
and Skomolski going at it here. So a big one here by Abrick and Skomolski. Skomolski getting some good shots on Abrick. Now Abrick trying to get one on him. Skomolski gets 2 quick ones there on Abrick. And that's gonna do it.
He and Fry collide inside the Flin-Flon zone. Richmond will pick the puck up in the corner, and we got some stuff happening behind the play. Carroll might get into it. They're going to go at it here. Carroll going to go at it here with Freifogel. And we got a scrap happening. Carroll and Freifogel, and they wrap up right away. Down they go. Next week, we're going to get some snow here in the Estevan area. Pangura will play this puck back out to center ice. Karsten Cater on it for the Broncos. Now we've got Getzlav involved with Newens, and they're going to go in the Estevan zone. Newens landed a couple right hands. Now Getzlav, Pangura, third man in, Nick, came in on that scrap. And now we've got all kinds of activity going on down there. A couple Broncos are being held back. So Getzlav was into it with Newens, and then Pangura was the third man in. Another collision back down low. Kasperi and Wilson now tying up. Sam McPeak, they're going to drop the gloves. It's McPeak and Kasperi. Kasperi's got the glove. McPeak's throwing rights, though. Now a right for Kasperi. Big heavyweight tilt. What a punch by Kasperi. Another one. McPeak, he's got the jersey over his head, and Kasperi is throwing some left. McPeak still trying to get back on it. An overhand right by Kasperi. Now some uppercuts on the left. The linesman just trying to separate it, but that's a victory for 22 in green and gold for Connor Kasperi.
Zone. Coyle picks it up. He plays it along the boards for Riley Morgan. Morgan can't hang on to it. It comes out.
And there is a penalty. Oh, and Vicentini's taken exception to that. Vicentini dropping him with 23. And 23 got the takedown. I don't know who 23 was. Scrivens. Yeah.
Scrivens won.
Vicentini took exception to that hit.
Out, Fry gets back and knocked it down at center. Flip one almost caught Yorkton on the line, change, and we got a scrap happening here. Fry at it with somebody. I'm not sure what Yorkton player is. Look out, Von Sprecken here. Von Sprecken gonna get into it as well. Watch this one. He grabbed a hold of Mays and he's hammering on him big time.
Now Barrow forces a lion into his own bench. So how about that? A pretty good tilt here tonight. So the fans that have hung around, they got something to cheer about. That's good they do, based on what we've seen just between these two teams, because I thought the Mustangs were pretty solid in the most recent back-to-back up in Melfort. Yeah, they're below 500. Well, now we've got all kinds of fisticuffs going on, and another scrap involving Johnson, and that's Clark Huxley. Johnson trying to get his jersey, and there's a few right hands by Huxley trying to wrestle Johnson down to the ice. They're still going at it, and now the linesmen are going to break that up.
By Perkins. Coyle picking up for the Wolves. He's able to clear it. It hits Thomas Skate.
And J.D. Hall having a
Raise.
discussion. Oh, and the gloves are off. Here goes Coyle and Hall. Coyle delivering some rights. Coyle delivering some rights. Hall got him a couple times there too. Hall trying to get the helmet off. Hall throwing some rights. Gotten the jersey over his head, and the linesmen are getting in there. What a spirited scrap. We figured this was going to happen for Mr. Casey Coyle. J.D. Hall trying to get some revenge for Kruska.
Stick and Gust is going to get called.
Yeah.
And McDonald takes a bump by Kyle Graham.
And Strick got his helmet knocked off by Sleva. And Mays has dropped his gloves. Graham drops his gloves. There's everybody throwing gloves around there. Graham's going after somebody. Strick's got somebody there tied up.
These officials need to get this under control.
27 here is in there
the
for.
One official's just.
Mays is the one that's throwing punches. He's with Strick. There's a linesman half in between them. And another ref's jumping in to get Mays there.
And the other official just texting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing. And yeah, Strick and Mays. Yeah.
This will be icing against the Bruins. See a little pushing and shoving down there, Nick?
Yeah,
to wrap it up. There we go. Yeah, they're going to go. Stewart and Maxwell. So Stewart got caught up with the catch. Maxwell came in for his captain. And it's Stewart and Maxwell throwing right hands. Stewart has that right hand loose. Maxwell a right hand. Tying each other up right there. And Maxwell gets a bit of a takedown there on Stewart. And that'll do it for that.
Put them to 10-8 4-0 as the puck is dropped, and that'll be an instant penalty for Wyatt Day, and then the Wedward guy punched him, and now they're fighting Wyatt Day and Jordan Edwards. They go after it. Day gets taken down. Edwards giving him a few shots from the back. And Day just, I think, kind of ran through Edwards, and Edwards took exception and punched Day right in the face right after that.
Yeah,
Gruziak down deep for Anstey. Ethan Anstey dodges one check, wrapped on attempt. Now we get a fight. Cooper Chisholm in front of the net is battling with Alexei Babik as they trying to get loose. No punch is thrown quite as of yet. They're both trying to get the helmet off, and the helmet comes off of Cooper Chisholm, and there's Alexei Babik going swinging across. Cooper gets one over the top as they go down. Behind. Shot blocked out to Graham. He gets knocked down, and a penalty coming as he got hit by Tallman, and now Strick takes exception, and Tallman and Strick going at it, both of them throwing some big shots here. Lefts from Strick and rights from Tallman. And they both go crashing to the ice. Around for Taylor. Taylor gets hit. Penalty coming. Graham comes in. And Graham just giving it to one of the Red Wing players there. Graham battling with Reardy. Puck goes. Jeffries puts it in deep. Jeffries and Graham, and here they're going to go right in front of us here. And Graham falls down. And Jeffries hammering away here.
Two Clippers looking for the puck along the wall. 1:10 left to go on this 1-1 tie, as these are two huge points on the line for the Terriers and the Clippers. Pushing and shoving. Perkins throws the gloves, and we got a fight. Tyson Perkins throws a shot at Matthew Mazzocchi. Perkins loses his feet. Mazzocchi lands on top of Perkins, and it was a battle that ensued in the right corner.
Near. Brett Butts. Now we got a fight back behind. It's Connor Kasperi against Dalton Mays. Kasperi trying to tie up a couple uppercuts there. Some heavy customers. Mays with some rights. Connor Kasperi, another big right hand. Those two going down, and Kasperi will tie him up. There's a couple good shots given both ways by the two tough customers. And corners, Tim Kim, he'll work it up. Ceccarelli, big hit there.
Holy smokes.
As that was tight. Taves Vrays lined up Ceccarelli. Clean hit. He kind of got caught looking sideways.
Who hit him? Fraze. Oh,
and number 22, Taves Vrays.
That's gonna be the. Oh, here we got something else going in the corner.
Back up in the corner now. Chase Lacombe is going to tie up. I think that's Brett Butts for the Yorkton Terriers. Second fight as Lacombe has him up against the glass. Butts trying to throw some rights. Lacombe now comes back with rights, and this one will be tied back down. And Chase Lacombe will dump Brett Butts back down to the ice. But another good tilt is
Hooked by the youngster Cox. Smith Davis is only no 4 himself, of course. Little battle below the goal line, though, is Proby and Cook trying to dig it free. Two Albertans going at it. Cook has Proby all held up there. Little hugs going on between those two, and finally they're done as there's a fight here between Proby and Cook, feeding him rights. Cook feeding Proby rights, and Proby really feeding him here. Dane Proby giving her right there against the captain Cook, and for Dane Proby, first fight of the year. Cook the first fight as well as Proby goes down. Good tilt there.
Pins up his guy, Schofield in the corner. Melville still playing hard here. We're going to have a fight here. We got Tanchek going down in here. With Millionaires Anstey.
Approach the 3-minute mark of the second in a 1-1 tie. Both goals coming in the first period. And I think LaRange just kind of said,
there we go.
We got a fight in front of the LaRange bench. It's Graham and Owen Barrow going at it. There's a good right hand by Barrow. Now Graham comes back with a couple rights. The LaRange bench trying to urge Graham on, but Barrow gets a couple rights. And Barrow gets the takedown on Graham. That was a good fight.
Allen with save.
Gets it into Bachberger, open to scoring tonight, and that's awesome. Now we're going to fight behind the play. It is Zach Kane and Rylan Lefebvre, and Kane is just taken as Lefebvre's got the right hand loose. They're still tied up. Kane over top a little bit, tries to go up for uppercuts. Rylan Lefebvre dumps Zach Kane onto his backside. The sticks clapping along the boards from both hockey teams.
For this Estevan team, 17-14 clean record. All in, of course, they've won in overtime and shootouts, but they do not have an overtime or shootout loss. I believe they're the only team in the SJHL who can say that. Penalty coming up here. And we got a fight. We'll pick up on that in a minute. Here's McPeak throwing punches. This is a good tilt between McPeak. I'm trying to get it's Poplawski. Adam Poplawski and Sam McPeak going at it in the corner in the Kindersley zone. Both landing some right hands. Then McPeak gets the takedown of Poplawski. So that'll give the fans something more to cheer about here tonight.
Now, we get a replay of that dangle by Van Blaircom on Hockey TV. Asking the boys to pull it. Now we got a fight. It's Tristan Sorrell. His first fight on Evan Vandenheuvel. They're both tying up. Vandenheuvel's lost his helmet. Some uppercuts from Sorrell. Sorrell on the glass.
Caught him
now
there.
some rights trying to get the jersey. Another uppercut. Sorrell now yanking at the back of the jersey, and now the referees will come in. But we knew Tristan Sorrell had that part of the game in it. We just haven't seen it yet. And Kasperi just trying to get to the bench. And now he will get escorted there. But a face-off outside, so the Broncos catch a break on an offside that prevents a Millionaire's goal. Now we're going to get a fight as Jace Benvey and Carter McKay. Unlikely combatant for Benvey. McKay with some rights. Benvey's throwing him right back, though, evading. This is a heavy, spirited tilt. Another punches for McKay. Benvey coming over the top. These guys are just like rock'em sock'em robots here. How many punches are these guys going to wear? Benvey with some rights. McKay right back. One of the best fights you'll see all season as Benvey trying to use the reach. McKay, now they'll finally tie up and the linesman will come in. That was a fun fight there by Chase Benvey and Carter McKay.
Right back the other direction. Tuba drops it at the blue line, and it's stolen away, and we got a fight. Reedy's getting into it with Maxwell. Reedy trying to send a couple shots there from way out. Now Maxwell trying to come over the top. They're coming up with a couple rights. Reedy eats a couple hard ones. There's Maxwell. Gets a couple late shots in. And that's going to do it.
Looking like they're going to get their 19th win of the season. Now we got some pushing and shoving as Hilbig and Kasperi. The referee's talking to Kasperi and Hilbig. And Hilbig's about had enough. I think Hilbig should just drop the gloves and let out some frustration. And let's watch Hilbig and Kasperi as they're talking right now. And a big hit out front of the bench. Now Tisdale. And now Newtown, Hilbig and Kasperi would go. I was watching this right at center ice. And here we go. I could see this one coming. Tyler Hilbig and Kasperi. Tyler Hilbig with left hands. Left hands. And right hands. Right at center ice. This is fantastic, folks. I can see this going on off the face-off. Kasperi and Tyler Hilbig. And Tyler Hilbig and Kasperi. Lefts and rights at center ice. And now pushing and shoving, and good for the linesman to jump in. Kasperi and Hilbig. The spirited fight at center ice. I can see that one coming, folks.
Richmond feeds it through traffic. That's knocked down and fired off the glass. And Richmond will get it back, and he'll fire it right back in. Leighton up the boards. Egan knocked that one away. Here's Bridger. Bridger left out. We're going to have a scrap here. Leighton going to go at it here, I think, with Richmond. A couple of D-man. Richmond gets the right hand. Leighton came back with an uppercut. Missed. Richmond caught him again. And Ryder Richmond got a couple big shots in there. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
and he buckled him with that one.
He got him with that last one.
Not sure what the calls were, but yeah, you're going to get 2 minutes on. We're going to get 4-on-4. Yeah. We haven't even had our mid-period TV timeout yet. And now we got Matthew Reedy on the bench. And Matthew Reedy is going to get ejected out of this game. I don't know what started that, but you got to think, if it was something on the bench that the Humboldt Broncos did, then there's going to be discipline. But if it was Matt Reedy punching the Broncos bench, then that guy also has to have discipline.
Whatever he said, maybe do we have a look? I don't know if Newens. It was a different defenseman. Newens just stepped in.
V4 here. Pal Freeman will have it though. He'll throw it up off the stick of Imai. Oh, Pal Freeman will get absolutely dumped. Oh, and now he's going after it. Here comes a fright. Pal Freeman, and he gets decked by Joel Mayman, taken down immediately. As Pal Freeman not happy, he's throwing a few extra shots. And both those guys will get the shower early.
After he had blocked a couple of big ones at the other end for the Clippers. And a big hit here as Florence got rocked, and then he goes back at his man, and we got a scrap here, and it's St. Florence throwing up with Jessamine here at the face-off circle in North Battleford tonight. They're chucking the knuckles, and St. Florence cooking up a knuckle sandwich here, but Jessamine giving him a shot as well. The pair will fall down in a heap.
Just 16 seconds to go in the penalties. Quickly to Martins. Martins across the line, gets drilled.
He's drawing a penalty, Rob.
Weagle hammered him. Von Sprecken didn't like it. He comes over, and I think we're going to see something happen here. Von Sprecken drops the mitts. He wants them. And he and Weagle are going to go at it.
You don't want to mess with Alex Von Sprecken. Good question, Rob.
But Bud holds it in. Pierce the shot. Rebound. Egan is there, and he just made it go wide. Take it down hard in the crease. Matt Egan now going to mix it up here. He's going to get in a fight here at the end of the game.
And here's another guy you don't want to fight.
I'm not sure what Bronco this is. Miles, I think. Holy cow. Matt Egan exploding on him. But I got a question for you. You get suspended for fighting this late in the game, don't you?
I'm not sure.
Will line up for the draw here for the Bruins. He's got Miley, O'Neill, and right away we're going to drop the gloves here. Barrow dropped the gloves with Reedy before Reedy was even ready, and now Barrow's going to take Reedy down, and Reedy gets the gloves off and starts firing back.
Five on five as Smith, Davis, and Bear will come out. Grill and Helgeson are going to go to Americans going out of here. Grill feeding Helgeson the rights. As the local boy there from Battleford, Jordan Grill, going at Luke Helgeson.
Nice to see the specialty teams here clicking for the Mustangs. Once you get into this part of the season, it's when you can get those power. Now we're going to have a tilt as Lacombe is going to start chucking them, as it looks like it's Cook, newly acquired Cook. Now he takes a couple uppercuts. Cook isn't done though. He throws a couple of rights. And Chase Lacombe gives him a shot as he skated through a long ways from the crease area. Now we're going to have another tilt. Olofsson and Newens. Olofsson trying to get the arm loose. Newens with a shot. Olofsson takes a hard right.
Tommy Wright out front and a shot, and he can't tickle the twine. Curtis now to Walker Jerome. Jerome pasted from behind by Thaberge, and Trenton Curtis is going to drop the mitts. Trenton Curtis throwing rights, a right jab, a left hook. Trenton Curtis and Thaberge going toe-to-toe. Thaberge's jersey is off. Trenton Curtis, a shot up top, a haymaker. With Wright. Abrick and Drury having a conversation behind the play. Maybe they're going to drop the mitts. Drury and Abrick drop the mitts. They're going to get after it. Abrick, a shot for Drury. That fight is over. Drury got the initial penalty. Oh, hell breaking loose here at the Mel Hagelin.
Well, we haven't seen these too often this year in regards to the fights, but Abrick wanted to go.
Zone. Cross ice, Chisholm, and a shot, and he scores. 3:02 to go in the third, and now 8-3, and now a fight as Taylor's throwing him with Schofield. Taylor, some lefts, and they continue to get after one another. The linesmen will have to restrain them. 3 fights on a Saturday night, and the fans love the fisticuffs and the Wolves.
Leg, got a couple bodies caught down low. Penalties, or it's just no offside being signaled by the linesman. Now we're going to get the drop, gloves drop. It's Vanden Elven and Miles. Couple big rights from Vanden Elven. Miles now trying to get the helmet off. Now Miles is throwing some rights. These are 2 big customers. Miles with a couple over the tops, and they'll get Vanden Elven down.
Millionaires have to worry about the 5-on-5 play here as Fox plays it. Now, there's something happening here as Nolan Henderson and Isaac Suppin are getting into it, and both guys have the gloves dropped, and here we go. They're trying to at least. Linesman got involved very quickly there.
Puck stays in. Buckler's got it. Minute 10 to go on the power play. Out front to Houle. Save. Puck is loose in front. They try to jam away. It's behind the goaltender. Cow. He's not sure where it is. He's laying in the crease. And finally, O'Keefe will grab a hold of Buckler. O'Keefe's got his gloves off here. He's firing punches at Buckler. He tackles him at the side of the net. And Buckler's got his gloves off. And he's coming back at him. I'll tell you what, Mike Reagan doesn't want to lose him for the rest of the game.
Right, down low for Walker. Jerome up top, dancing down low. Barrow slashing him. Jerome out front. They score! And now things getting testy. Looks like McInnes wants to go with Barrow. Gloves all over the ice. Hell is breaking loose on a Saturday night. This is Ice Wolves hockey, a 6-0 beatdown, and they'll take the fight department too.
Well, I don't know what happened there, but all of a sudden somebody went in, and now we've got lots of guys jumping, and there could very well be some suspensions that are coming out after this one here, because everybody's got themselves a partner here, and there was initially going to start off, I think Barrow was going to get he was kind of slashing guys a few times here with Jerome, and Jerome made him pay and scored a goal, and everything was done. And then all of a sudden, a couple of guys jumped a couple of guys, and the next thing you know, it's a garage sale.
A yard sale. To go in the period here. It's the Stars on the man advantage for another minute 33. Played across here. Ewart at the line with a rocket shot. The rebound. Tip to the front, and Chirico stopped it. Now Kessling going back and forth, and the gloves are off here. Kessling and McInnes, and they are throwing bombs here. And Kessling's got his man down. Yes. Mackay is centering feed. Hawks snapping it around as Stewart pulls the trigger. And now we got a fight. Cale Taylor going with Mackay. They lock up. Taylor some lefts as they will wrestle each other to the ice. Maybe this is the spark the Wolves need as Cale Taylor goes toe-to-toe.
Puck comes to the line. Betson holds this one in. And now here is a chance for Betson. Oh, we got ourselves a tilt. Oh, no, they're not even going to let him. Nolan Henderson and Arnson. Now they're going to go. And Arnson gets the first hit. Now Nolan Henderson's chucking knuckles back. Both guys are separated. Both guys are swinging. Nolan Henderson lands one on the chin. Arnson gets the uppercut. And Arnson's going to get the win in this tilt here.
Dalton Mays will pick it up. Mays, he's hit hard dangerously in the side boards by Alexei Sylvester. And now we got more pushing and shoving here after the whistle as everybody's grabbing a partner in the right-hand circle. Clay Slevas tangling his man to the ice. We got 3 wrestling matches as Dalton Mays is now tied up here at Noah Houle. Fresh from a suspension, but not fresh from the fight is Clay Slevas. He's tangled up. Mays, will he drop him with Houle? They're just now they will throw a few. Dalton Mays and Noah Houle tied up. Everybody else is getting separated in the right-hand corner. That could be a moment that will fire up either one of these teams, maybe even the Terriers, to get that spark they're looking for.
Tyler Smith back to the point. Todd Hilbig, top of the circle, takes the shot, and it's in the rebound. Score! Logan Linklater after a goal, and he's bad. As Logan goes after his guys, Logan Linklater gets the rebound goal. The Clippers cut into the lead. As Newens gives him a bump, and 2 Hilbigs are out there. 3 as Ethan Hilbig and Newens are going to grab each other, and they might go at it. Yes, they will. As Ethan Hilbig, if they can take one shot from Newens, and Hilbig will just back off.
It's been great for them. Smith Davis with 4 minutes to go in the third. 7-2 Battleford. Sato hit a 2-0 at one point for Notre Dame. And a fight. Florence, a big strong kid against the rookie Smith Davis. And Smith Davis giving him both ways as well. So a hard fight here. Florence and Smith Davis. Smith Davis has got his jersey over his head here, so the linesmen do come in as the tough veterans.
Maxwell, that's very interesting. And Maxwell. And now there's some pushing and shoving. I was waiting for this. LaRue, he grabs one guy out in front, and Linklater's going to fight. Linklater's going to go with LaRue. Linklater and LaRue go at it in front of the face-off dots. Linklater and LaRue go at it. Linklater, the good punches by Linklater, but a good play by LaRue to get back. Logan Linklater and LaRue with a great fight.
Great chance there, just couldn't get the shot off. Ash still with it. He'll feed it far side, but pass is intercepted, and back to the way is McKay. And now we have a fight. Wyatt Cook back behind the play with Peyton Castician. Throw a couple rights. Now Cook switching to the left. Now a right from Cook, and he knocks him down. Wyatt Cook the knockout on Peyton Castician with a big right hand.
Pass over to Egan, tried the toe drag. He'll pick it up in the corner, trying to get on the way as he gets knocked to the ice that time by Steele. Egan and Olsen both digging away here. That one will hit the side of the Battleford net. Lee's out front. It just gets past Egan, and the Battleford net I thought it came off. Look out now. Egan wants to get into it here. Olsen, he's mixing it up with Steele. Florence comes over. He and Egan are going to drop the nets, I think. Egan comes over and taps him with a couple of right hands. Florence, a pretty tough customer. He comes back with a couple. Florence takes one. Egan's helmet is off. Florence reaching over top. Egan comes back with the right hand again. Pretty good strap for now. Florence looking to change hands, and he does. Egan coming back. And a pretty good strap here tonight.
Tries to find Ty Thornton there, but couldn't. And now we're back to 5-on-5. It's a big open ice hit there from Maxwell. And now they're off. Jemis and Maxwell fighting. Jemis and Maxwell, center ice. A couple of right hooks for each of them. Jim is trying to reach over, can't, so Maxwell throws a couple shots. Now Jim is trying to wrestle off the helmet here as Jemis gets knocked over and Maxwell takes him to the ground.
In front of the goal, sent back to center. Big hit against the sideboards, and we're going to get a penalty call out of it as we got some of the extracurriculars here. Steele's into it. Bear got hammered. Steele isn't dropping his gloves. Robson is, and he's throwing them. But good on Steele nonetheless to answer the call. It just hopped over his tape at the last instant. Take it back here. Bansley up ahead. And oh boy, we got a fight in behind the play. And Klein now cutting in with a shot blocked by Thiberge. And then picked up by the goaltender. And after the play, the Stars forward, Klein, knocked his man into the net, and that hit the goalie. And now it's a bit of a melee here, busting out. We got Klein in behind the play. Oh, and Kesslering at Thiberge. Oh, Klein's got the gloves off, and he's chucking them with Paul. And that's a couple of solid guys. Kesslering now on the near side. Mix it up with Thiberge. Keaton, Klein, and Colby Paul.
Here is Riley Morgan as the Hounds without Carter Hines and Will Dawson now. This one down low. Kalen out in front. Jeffries, the backhand, the rebound. They scored. Referee blew the whistle on one side and the goal went in on the other. Are they going to call it a goal or not?
Shemis loses that. Here's Dylan Ruptash into the Millionaire zone. Goes wide. Ruptash's shot misses. And he's hit hard in the end boards. And a penalty coming up here to the Millionaires as now we got some more fighting as Cade Kennedy steps up and everybody's trying to get a dance partner here deep inside the Millionaire zone.
Yeah, it's the Battle of Highway 10.
As Clay Sleva and Sam Schofield are throwing them now as lefts and rights. Matt Shemis. And now we got more as Sam Schofield coming with a couple lefts of himself over top as Anstey and Quinton Unreiner are trying to get separated.
8 seconds up there, too. Big face-off between Silvestri and Johnson. Puck bounces, and look out, here comes Paquette. He'll drop it back. We're going to have a fight behind the play. Maben and Kane are going to go at it here.
I'll tell you, that's not smart on Maben's part.
I don't know what the heck happened there.
By Hunks, he'll shoot it, tipped on its way through, rebounds available right off the goal post. Wow, and a penalty coming up to Estevan, and now we've got a scrap. Chmelevsky's throwing right hands there on a Notre Dame Hound, and now we've got a pile up right in behind that Notre Dame net.
Whipped back in by Ben Kodalak. Broncos, plenty of time here. It's 7-17. Let's see if they can get back within one. As now to the corner. Now we got a fight. It's Kasperi and Florence. Florence, 2 league-leading penalty minutes. Kasperi trying to get some rights. Uppercut Kasperi. Another right. Florence is trying to feed him back. It's a heavyweight tilt here. Linesman letting him go. Florence has the jersey over Kasperi. And now will be tied up by the referees. As that one you can see boiling over for quite some time.
To Mercer. He'll flip it in. Flin Flon trying to go for broke here. They've done a pair of goals with 4.5 to go. Big body check behind the net. Look out. Kachuk and Mercer are going to go at it here. Mercer threw the body check. Kachuk didn't like it. He came over. They got a couple chances and gets Mercer down along the boards.
Beer is $1 off for the next 3 minutes. And we've got ourselves a fight, and here we go. Oh my! Jeffries one punch knocked him down to his feet, but they're still gonna go here. Other man with the gloves dropped for the Hounds is number 21, Cypress Smith-Davis, and Jeffries is going to get the takedown with a huge one-punch knocker. On it, it's poked ahead, and now it's a 2-on-1 at an empty net. Bell down the left side, he'll give it to Southgate on the right. Southgate is shot, that's deflected wide. Bell puts the rebound home. And now we've got some fisticuffs here. Bell got taken out after the goal went in, and now we've got a melee. Everybody wants somebody here. There's not enough officials to get this one sorted out. Oh boy, everybody's got somebody. Haspin and Gold look like they're about to drop them. Helmets are already off. Edwards getting led to the penalty box, and Haspin and Gold are still going with nobody trying to separate them. Two men down on the ice. Looks like Southgate and Manette. And they're still going. Haspin's going to get after it with Gold now. Haspin and Gold wrestle each other down to the boards. It is a penalty kill for the Red Wings as Kovacs shovels this one down the ice. And we're not even going to mess around. Play stopped. Worst and Kovacs look like they will. Oh boy, this one's going to get ugly here. It's Worst and Kovacs are now dropping the gloves. And here we go. Worst and Kovacs. They've got it. The gloves drop. Kovacs with an uppercut on Worst. Now Worst trying to get the upper hand. And they both got each other headlocked now. Can't get their arms free to get the shots through. It's a headlock match now. Kovacs trying to throw over top. And they're going to separate him here.
And for Holden Dole, that will be his third of the playoffs. And Klein on the far side with Maxwell, and Kesselring on the near side with Cook, and the mitts are off, and they're chucking him. Cook throws him into the back of the head of Kesselring, who gets back up. Cook's getting punches, but he's hitting the back of the lid. Now Kesselring's got the jersey over his head, but he's chucking him right back. It's playoff hockey, baby.
On the net, here's Zane Florence. Hard pass up for Klein, and a big hit there. And penalties coming, and now we're going to get a bunch of players coming together. It was right underneath the view of the broadcast. And Richmond with Florence. Linesman trying to get in between them. And the temper's now boiling over between the Flin Flon Bombers and the Battleford North Stars after that hit.
Well, I think what we're going to see on the replays, the puck came around the boards.
Now you got Richmond and Grill. And those two will tie up to let him go. Grill a couple rights. Richmond gets one last one. They're going down to the ice. And the fans are on their feet here in the Battlefords. Wilson Steele and Liam Bridger also engaged. Line. Back for Gibbs. Dragging, shooting. This one blocked. Down to the corner. There's Bear. Kind of got twisted up. Curious angle as he went in. Pops back up. Seems to be all right. Now he gets all twisted up. Von Sprecken and Bear. Are we going to see something? Bear wants it. And yes, we will. Von Sprecken and Colby Bear. A heavyweight tilt. And Von Sprecken will get some rights. And well, he gets the Flin Flon Bomber crowd back out of their seats.
Oh, so impressive.
And now the final seconds. The Battlefords North Stars, wire to wire, 12 straight wins, are the first Cantera Seeds Cup champions.